Welcome into an overcast afternoon in Falmouth, Massachusetts. Gov Fuller Field, the site of Wareham Gatemen's third game of the season. They'll face off against the Falmouth Commodores, barring any rain activity. We'll keep an eye on the forecast, about 70% chance right now. Hopefully it holds off. Jack Sadighian alongside Owen Sughrue. And look at the standings, Owen. Wareham in last in the West, 0-2. Bourne Braves in first, Commodores and Hawks in second and third, and then the Kettleers are in fourth.
Right, so, for Wareham, not their ideal start. It's so early. There's nothing to panic about. Certainly if you're Wareham, they're 0-2. It's not the start that they wanted. However, again, there are a lot of positives that from two games that I think it didn't seem obvious that there were some positives. I think there were some good things. Offensively, Wareham had their opportunities. Again, we talked in the pregame show about 10 men left on base. Those stretches where they're able to capitalize on their opportunities, those are going to come. And largely that's baseball. That's the beginning of a season. We're going to get there. So, again, I think if you're Wareham, there's no need to panic. I think there are certainly good things coming and perhaps good things tonight.
We'll step aside a moment for the national anthem and finish up our Gatemen pregame show in a moment. You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod. On behalf of the Wareham Gatemen, the 9 other teams, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2021 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize
the Yawkey Foundation, Curry College, Cape Cod Healthcare, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod,
Badger Sport, 47 Brand, Cape Cod 5 Cent Savings Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys.
Fairway Financial, Ocean Spray, Seaside Le Mans, Rogers Gray, Franklin Sports.
Cape Destinations, Sullivan Tire, Cape Cod Times, Kinlan and Grover Real Estate, Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce.
Highline Cruises, Sports Picks, On Deck Sports, Barnstable Bat, Highness Area Chamber of Commerce.
HP Hood, Sunderland Printing, Axis Bats, Quest Diagnostics, Cape Space. And of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support.
The Cape Cod Baseball League and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask for your cooperation and positive support of the participants and officials. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or any other intimidating actions will not be tolerated. Thank you. We ask parents to keep their children off the roofs of the dugouts, away from the batting cages, and out of the bullpen areas. Please throw rubbish into the barrels and recycle the aluminum cans in special bins located around the park.
Ladies and gentlemen, state law prohibits the use of any tobacco product on school property. Thanks for keeping us in compliance.
Cameras and video cameras are permitted inside Spillane Field for personal photos, but cannot be used to reproduce the game, players, or on-field events without the express written permission of the Wareham Gatemen. Use of camera or video equipment must not interfere with other fans' enjoyment of the game.
Welcome back to the Gatemen pregame show, nearly set for first pitch. As the Gatemen take on the Falmouth Commodores, trying to split a 2-game set. The Gatemen at 0-2, the Commodores at 1-0-1. Again, Jack Sadighian alongside Owen Sughrue. And we went over the standings a little bit earlier. The Gatemen in last in the West, but we're only 2 games into the season. And Falmouth has looked pretty good so far, Owen. They've got 15 runs in the last 2 games despite no homers.
Right, exactly. Tie certainly not the start that they would have wanted after scoring 7 runs. Wanted a win in that first game, but still able to sneak out a tie and then able to get the win against Wareham. They had an excellent, I think for me, when I think about some of the important points of last night, a lot of it goes back to that 7th inning, able to score 4 runs. And again, similar to what we talked about in the pregame show, they were just able to do a few of the things that Wareham wasn't able to do. And they just put together a big inning. Again, that really put the game out of reach for Wareham. Falmouth, again, with 1 tie, seems like they could very conceivably have 2 wins off to a very solid start. And, they're going to try to go 2-1 this game.
Lineup for the visiting Gatemen. It'll be number 28, Jim Jarvis at second base, leading things off. He's followed by Devereaux Harrison. He'll be in right field batting second. Ted Burton from Michigan DHing his first appearance in the lineup for the Gatemen. In the cleanup spot, Owen Diodati, who will play left field. And it's Justin Williams at third base batting fifth. Jimmy Crook sixth, catching. That's a left-hander. He's followed by another left-hander, Angelo Despina, who will play first base. Batting eighth is Cade Fergus, the center fielder, and ninth, Cody Jeffries at shortstop.
Yeah, for the Gatemen, making a few changes we saw last night. Again, this is a league where turnover is just inconsistency is the consistency in terms of lineups here in the Cape League. And we saw some changes last night, and the Gatemen making a few changes as well. Certainly a few, some players remaining as well. Paul Skeens, that's a change we saw. Jack didn't have a great night last night, went 0 for 5, so that's a change, and there are some others too.
Lineup for the home Commodores. Maui Ahuna, the shortstop, leading it off after having a day off yesterday. He's followed by Michael Curiali in right field. Batting third is Braden Taylor, the third baseman. In the cleanup spot, Brennan Malone at first base. He's followed by Alex Sayre in left field. And it's Bryson Ware, the DH, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Anthony Hall in center field. Jonathan French, the catcher, batting eighth. And Cody Colden at second base, batting ninth.
Yeah, kind of an interesting change. Cody Colden, after batting leadoff last night, moves to the 9 spot. As you were saying before, Jack, that's sort of what 0 for 5 will do to you. That he still remains in the game. We don't take that as a given again in this league, but he is in the 9 spot, so certainly a change for them as we're just about set to get underway now.
On the mound for the Commodores, Trey McLaughlin, the right-hander out of Fairfield. 2-0 record. 5 starts on the season, 4.94 ERA in 23 2/3. He had 32 strikeouts. And his first pitch to the lefty, Jim Jarvis, is a fastball right down the middle for a strike. Underway, Game 3 for the Gatemen, looking for their first win of the season. The righty McLaughlin against the left-handed hitting Jim Jarvis. Second pitch, chopped right side. That's backhanded by Colden. He throws it on to first for the out. And so Jarvis has been pretty solid this season, 3 for 8 with an RBI and 2 walks, but grounds out to start off this contest. And that'll bring up Devereaux Harrison, the right fielder. Harrison out of Long Beach State University. Didn't hit at all this past year. He had his first at-bat for the Cape League yesterday and got a hit as the first pitch for him is in for a strike.
Yeah, kind of strange to see him in the batter's box. He had his first his first debut for the Gatemen the first night as a pitcher.
0-1 gets away to the backstop. A ball and a strike to Devereaux Harrison. 1 away with nobody on in the top of the first. Scoreless here at Gov Fuller Field. McLaughlin winds and fires, and that is sliced foul. Went down the third baseline. A ball and 2 strikes now to Harrison.
Harrison had a bit of a tough night that first night, a few balls in the dirt. Jimmy Crooks, who's back in the lineup tonight after being off last night, an excellent performance on a few balls in the dirt for the Gatemen.
Harrison wants time. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Harrison couldn't time that one up, and there's 2 away with still nobody on in the opening frame.
Now batting the designated hitter from
that breaking ball didn't break too much, but just froze Harrison, just not able to get around to it. Looked like he was maybe expecting a fastball, and now quickly 2 away.
That'll bring up Ted Burton, the DH from Michigan, his first appearance in the lineup for Wareham. And he swings and misses at a breaking ball. No balls and a strike to Burton. Junior out of Michigan, first team All-Big Ten this year. He had a big year, 342 hitter, 7 homers, 28 RBIs. 0-1 off the plate.
Yeah, Burton can also play in the field. Played a lot of shortstop for Michigan tonight, playing the DH.
Yeah, he can play shortstop or second base. Slugged .667. That was good for second in the Big Ten. 1-1 in the dirt. But Burton wasn't particularly healthy in the 2020 season and then had a non-COVID illness to start this season. Had to work his way back in the lineup. Once he got there, he was phenomenal. 2-1. Swung on, lifted high into right field. That'll move Curiali to his right. He settles under it and makes the grab. 1-2-3 inning for McLaughlin. And we head to the bottom of the first, scoreless on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It takes only 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls. Piled high on grilled brioche and served hot buttered or with just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal.
From this ballpark.
Welcome back to Gov Fuller Field. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first. Gatemen Baseball Network, Jack Sadighian alongside Owen Sughrue. And a 1-2-3 inning for McLaughlin. So to try and match it for the Gatemen in the bottom half of the frame is Sammy Natera, the left-hander out of New Mexico State, making his first Cape League appearance.
Yeah, Natera had a pretty solid season with New Mexico State this past year, 48 2/3 inning pick with 68 strikeouts. His first appearance this season so far for the Gatemen, the left-hander out of Juarez, Mexico.
Yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all 10 Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves, courtesy of Franklin Sports.
And so Natera will have a lefty, a righty, then a lefty to start things off. And just watching him warm up in this past season, what have you seen from his stuff, Owen?
Right, you know, it's been pretty heavy fastball. He also likes that changeup. He's working on the breaking ball. Again, like it's been for a lot of the pitchers we've seen, going to be pretty fastball heavy. He's gotten that fastball up into the mid-90s. We've seen 95, 96 from him. He's certainly going to, you know, that's going to be his go-to. That's what we're expecting. And those other two are a work in progress. Again, this first lefty-lefty matchup, you know, with Maui Ahuna. Ahuna had an exciting season with Kansas. But, again, from Natera, I think we can expect a lot of fastballs like we have seen so far this season.
And so we're set for the last of the first. Maui Ahuna, the shortstop for today, making his way into the left-handed batter's box. Lefty-lefty matchup.
Now batting for the Commodores, the shortstop from the University of Kansas, number
Ahuna was 1 for 3 with 2 walks and a stolen bag in the Cape League opener, then had a day off yesterday. Falmouth beat Wareham in the Gatemen's home opener 8-4. First pitch to Ahuna. Fastball for a strike on the outer half. That's at 94, and the count's 0-1. Quickly into the 0-1. Swung on, comebacker for Natera. He has it, and over to first for the out. That play was tougher than he made it look. And there's one away.
And nonetheless, I think you're right, Jack. He stumbled a little bit getting to that ball, but, you know, again, in the start of a season like this, a good start for him. Gets a good, fairly easy out. Again, not quite as easy as I made it look, but one away. Nice for him. Get things started. He gets settled.
Scoreless in the bottom of the first. Michael Curiali up to the plate. He's starting in right field today. First pitch to him. Breaking ball for a strike.
Curiali really had an excellent night last night. Went 3 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 RBI. One of their huge offensive bats for them.
Yeah, he was a killer for the Gatemen. 0-1 from the windup. Swung on, grounded foul down the third base line. Slider at 85 from Natera. So that was our first look at the slider. We've also seen a fastball and a changeup. 1 out, nobody on, scoreless in the bottom of the first. 0-2 pitch, fastball just misses outside.
And Curiali, another one of those guys. We talked about Burton for the Gatemen, who played shortstop and second base. Curiali tonight playing right field. Also has played designated hitter, pretty versatile.
1-2 is popped into foul territory. Despina chasing after it, and that'll get up into the bleachers. Bleachers are pretty far down the first base line, all the way in right field.
Yeah, Harrison did what he could to get over there. Just sort of ran out of room, running into the bleachers.
Yeah, it was him and Despina chasing after it. But going back to that versatility, you have a lot of that in the Cape League, too, just because you're trying to get guys at bats. When you have a big bat, just stick them somewhere.
Exactly, right? We see a lot of pinch hitting, too.
Yep. 1-2 pitch. A little bit off the plate.
Good fastball there, I thought, but just missed at 93 on the outside corner.
Yeah, tough to see that right side of the plate. We are a little bit to the left of the plate. 2-2, fouled over the right side.
You want that foul ball that just went in the police parking lot? We do.
Curiali this past season at UCLA, 285 hitter, a home run, 36 RBIs. He was a freshman All-American in 2020. Another 2-2. Got him on the breaking ball. 2 away.
And that's an excellent pitch. As we saw, Natara came with a few fastballs early in that count, and then again just got him on the inside corner low with that breaking ball. Talk about settling in. Nice to have 2 away.
That'll bring up Braden Taylor, the third baseman. Another lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Taylor. Fastball clips the inside edge of the plate for a strike. Two outs, nobody on, scoreless in the bottom of the first. 0-1. Another fastball, that one missed outside.
And that one touched 94, seeing some good speed, the velocity, that direction we haven't seen quite as much, but still with a good fastball, he's getting that speed up there early.
Yeah, he's sitting 93, 94 right now. 1-1. Fastball fouled away. And he's confident with that fastball. He can locate it anywhere on the plate.
He really has. Again, we've talked about a few that have just missed on both the outside and the inside corners, and you're right, Jack. I mean, he's right there. He just hasn't gotten there. That's something, I think as this game goes on, we'll see him get a little bit more comfortable.
Here's the 1-2. Fastball gets away to the backstop. So 2 balls and 2 strikes for Braden Taylor, the third baseman.
Taylor played all 58 games and started all 58 games for TCU this past season.
Yeah, Big 12 Freshman of the Year and second team All Big 12. 2-2. Breaking ball low and away. Check his swing. Third base umpire says he didn't go. So a full count for Taylor. In a rare Utah standout. Nick and I talked about it on the YouTube stream a little bit last night, Owen, but a good find for TCU in a non-hotbed area. Payoff pitch, breaking ball outside.
Right, you think TCU, they can get just about their pick of anybody in their home state, but you're right, a good snag for them. Get Taylor out of West Jordan, Utah.
And it's paid dividends. 2-out walk. Our first base runner of the game in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Brennan Malone, the first baseman. Malone, a sophomore out of South Carolina. 216 hitter, 2 homers, 10 RBIs this past year. And so far on the season, 1 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch to him is a fastball inside.
Yeah, Malone, another one of those guys. Like Maui Ahuna, the leadoff hitter, just didn't play last night. Comes in tonight, play first base.
Runner on first, 2 outs, scoreless in the bottom of the first. 1-0 pitch is up and out of the strike zone.
Yeah, that one a breaking pitch, just stayed up in the zone. Again, I think you're right, Jack. His confidence so far, again, it's early, seems more so with that fastball, the breaking balls he just hasn't been as comfortable with so far.
Overcast today. We're hoping the rain holds out. Yeah, we can get this entire game in. 2-0. Fastball high and outside. So Malone with a 3-0 count. 2 outs and a runner on first. Green light situation for you, Owen?
I think so. Why not early in the game take a shot? I think you give him the green light.
Natera from the belt. And the pitch is a fastball for a strike. So Malone took there. You have to think it's green light 3-1, though. And Natera wants to work quickly. 3-1 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. He got it past him. And I felt like Malone knew it was coming, but still 92 enough to get in for a strike.
Right, another good pitch there again. The fastballs, we've seen some really good ones. That one on the inside corner swung on and missed. 92.
Second straight batter with a payoff pitch. Here it is. Breaking ball, that missed inside. So 2 straight walks with 2 outs put runners on first and second. We're still scoreless in the bottom of the first here at Gov Fuller Field. But now you're starting to feel a little bit of pressure if you're Natera.
Exactly right. It's one of those things we've talked about in the Gatemen. They've found themselves in some of these situations early, and with 2 outs, not too threatening, but there were a lot of these situations again last night, and Falmouth able to capitalize on a few of those. So I think you're exactly right, Jack. This is when Natera's got to be careful, try to get this guy out as quick as he can with no damage.
The righty Alex Sayre to the plate. First pitch to him, fastball for a strike.
And again, interesting seeing him open up with the fastball. I thought he might go fastball on that last pitch, decided to go with a breaking ball, mix things up, just ended in resulting in ball 4.
Sayre 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs on the Cape League season from Wright State University, entering his sophomore year. 0-1, went breaking ball that time, and it came in for a strike.
Now this is where Natera has some freedom. He can throw 1-2 breaking balls if he wants, and he can always go back to that fastball. He knows he's got his choice here.
Runners on first and second, 2 away in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless. And here's the 0-2 pitch, fouled away.
He went for the fastball. Again, 93, a good pitch. Good foul there from Sayre. Able to stay alive with 2 outs.
Lights on at Gov Fuller Field. Normally they wouldn't be so early, but just so many clouds in the sky. Second 0-2 pitch coming. Here it is, and he got him looking. Natera gives up 2 walks with 2 outs, but still retires the side unscathed. And we are scoreless as we head to the top of the second on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Badger Sport is a leading provider of superior quality team uniforms and performance athletic wear, including performance t-shirts, fleeces, shorts, and pants. From the fields to the stands and at every practice along the way, Founders Sport Group makes authentic, quality apparel accessible at the speed of the sport. Visit foundersport.com today.
Baseball Factory is a company specializing in player development and college placement of high school baseball players. We care about guiding players to a college that is the perfect fit. Give us a call at 877-752-6025 to get started today.
Welcome back to the Gatemen Baseball Network. Top of the second, still scoreless here in Falmouth. The Gatemen looking for their first win as they try and split with the Falmouth Commodores after falling last night. Jack Sadighian alongside Owen Sughrue, and McLaughlin went 1-2-3 in the first inning, so it'll be Diodati, Williams, and Crooks, the 4, 5, 6 hitters, due up to start the second.
Yeah, Diodati, just starting with him, he was another one of those guys like Skeens, who we might have expected some more offense last night than we got. Diodati going 0 for 4, had 3 strikeouts. Strikeouts were definitely a problem for the Gatemen last night. Diodati going to try to lead off this inning, get on base. Gatemen trying to put a couple guys on base as we start this inning.
Diodati, the junior out of Alabama, on the short Cape League season, only 2 games, 2 for 8 with a homer and 3 RBIs. It's been a tale of 2 games for him. He started off the season 2 for 4 with a homer, a double, and 3 RBIs. And then last night, struggled going 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Starting to drizzle here in Falmouth. First pitch to Diodati is in for a strike. So here we go. This is that rain we were ready for. 0-1, cut on and missed. Nice hook. And now here really comes the rain. Everyone's starting to get up and move. 0-2. That is roped out to left field for a base hit. Diodati's going to stand on first.
And the rain really coming down now. These clouds that we thought were going to stay to our north have just come right over us. It's raining as hard as it has all day. We've been lucky so far. Unfortunate timing, I guess, here in the top half of the second inning.
So we're going to try and stay out here as long as we can, guys. The rain's coming down hard, but runner on first, nobody out in the top of the second. We're still scoreless. Justin Williams to the plate. First pitch, a fastball upstairs. All right.
We're doing the best we can here. This weather not cooperating so far.
They're still playing, though. 1-0. Hammered to center field. Man, that'll record an out. That was right to Hall. One away with a runner on first.
Now batting the catcher from Oklahoma University, number 8, Jimmy Crooks.
Gotta say, Jack, this reminds me of one of my all-time favorite baseball movies, as we've got this view of McLaughlin at pitcher and the scene in The Rookie when he keeps throwing, and this is him right now.
The rain is coming down. Our scorebooks are being put away. Our notebooks are being put away. But we're still going to do the best we can for you. 1-0, fouled back.
We're giving our headphones a good test of their waterproofness as it continues to rain.
Well, we're covering the headsets. All the equipment is covered, so as long as that can remain out of the water, we will keep it here on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Jimmy Crooks is at the plate. 2 balls and a strike to him. Diodati's on first, and there's one away. Scoreless in the top of the second. Two-one. Fastball upstairs, and it's got to be hard to grip the baseball right now.
I was just thinking the same thing. That pitch, the fastball up at 89 and just almost up at eye level for Crooks.
He's due for a 3-1 hitter's count pitch. And here it comes. Fastball, strike at the knees. That was close.
Crooks thought otherwise. He was ready to throw that bat toward the dugout. He thought it was a walk.
And it is now pouring here at Gov Fuller Field. Full count for the catcher from Oklahoma, Jimmy Crooks. 1 for 3 in the first game of the season. Had a day off yesterday. Picked off 2 batters as well in that game. Runner goes, payoff pitch, fouled back.
That slice is brought to you by Supreme Pizza, located
And a good foul off there by Crooks. Again, that was a good pitch. I think that would have caught the outside corner if he decided to take, but he stays alive. A good at bat for him so far. Fought back to get the count to full.
Diodati took off on the last pitch, has a sizable lead from first. Here's the payoff. Swung on, bat goes flying into the bleachers. That's a strikeout. Diodati advances to second. And you can't blame Crooks for that at all because there's no way he can grip the bat right now.
No,
but
exactly.
That went flying past the bleachers. There's now 2 away in the top of the second, and Diodati is standing on second. I'm shocked we're still playing right now.
I was just thinking the same thing. That's a safety issue there. That could have gone right into the bleachers. It's interesting, Crooks electing to go with no batting gloves. I heard in football when it gets wet, a lot of receivers take off their gloves and try to get – they find that the gloves make it more slippery.
Yeah, they don't necessarily help. And Crooks isn't a batting glove guy in general, but it's just really hard to grip a baseball bat. They have this spray that they use. They don't really use pine tar as much at the college level, but it's tough. Scoreless in the top of the second, pouring rain at Gov Fuller Field. Diodati, the first runner in scoring position for the Gatemen, with 2 away. Angelo Despina, the first baseman from Mercer at the plate. First pitch to the lefty is a fastball for a strike. And it's been a struggle for Despina the first 2 games, 0 for 7 with 3 strikeouts. But he's shown his fair share of power with 15 homers and 45 RBIs this past season at Mercer. Righty on lefty. McLaughlin loads and fires 0-1, well outside. I've been impressed with his ability to control most of his pitches with this rain.
Right. All things considered, he's really done a good job. That one missed, but I think it's one of the things you notice more when it's a more apparent issue. Most of these pitches, even as it's really still coming down very heavy, that ball's got to be slippery. Most of his pitches have been in or near the zone.
1-1 pitch. Fastball fouled away. Despina was a little bit late, fouled it over the Gatemen dugout on the third base side.
And we've seen the fan numbers about dropped by about 75% in the past 5 minutes.
I don't blame him.
I don't either.
Rain's starting to die down a little bit. 1-2 pitch to Despina. Breaking ball in the dirt. Diodati heads for third, and he's going to be there without a throw. So Diodati, the lone base runner, to third with 2 outs. He's the first runner to get within 90 feet of home plate today. Of course, just in the top of the second, and Despina now has a 2-2 count.
And this is one for Diodati. Who knows where this game is going? Trying to get a run early. We don't know how many innings we'll be able to play. This could be an important run for the Gatemen if he's able. Again, 2 outs, but if he's able to score, it could be important.
And I'm not sure, there hasn't been a ton of clarification on how far into a game they have to go where you would just declare a winner if you called it. 2-2 is lifted into left field. That is deep, and on the run, the catch is dropped. Thought it was caught by the left fielder, but unable to hang on.
Yeah, really. I mean, he did as much as he could. He dove there. We've got a little stone dust warning track that goes around that left field line about 20 feet from that third base line. And he dove. He was very close, and we just got the sign late from the umpire. He was almost there, just not able to make the catch. Diodati's going to be able to stay on third, two away still.
So still a 2-2 count. Despina wagging the bat above the plate. Now he sets it above his shoulder. McLaughlin, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Pitch was dropped, throw over to first is there. And so it'll stay scoreless. Gatemen get one 90 feet away, but unable to cash in. And the rain continues here at Gov Fuller Field as we head to the bottom of the second on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950s-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
Baseball Factory's vision is to guide both players and parents through the college recruiting process and to professionally train players in order to find a school that is the right fit, both academically and athletically. Contact us at 877-752-6025.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
Bottom of the second we go on the Gatemen Baseball Network. The rain's starting to die down a little bit. It was pouring the last half inning. The Gatemen got a runner to third, but unable to cash in. And we'll start off the last of the second with Bryson Ware, the junior out of Auburn, who is 0 for 4 with a walk so far in the Cape League season. Samuel Natera still on the mound. Gave up 2 walks with 2 outs in the first, but was able to strike out the final batter to retire the side. First pitch to Ware Breaking ball upstairs. One-0, fastball low. Natera works with a lightning fast pace. Now settling down for a moment. Here's the 2-0. Fastball cut on and miss. That one at 91, so velocity dipping a little bit. That one had a little bit of cutter action as well. 2-1. Fastball low. Bryson Ware this past season at Auburn, 254 hitter, 6 homers, 26 RBIs. He's got a decent amount of power and is a very good athlete.
And Ware, another one of those guys we talked a little bit about on the radio broadcast last night about some of the guys who played junior college before going to, a Power 5 school or a bigger school. Bryson Ware, one of the top JUCO prospects before heading to Auburn.
3-1 pitch. Fastball off the plate. Third walk issued by Natera, and this one's a leadoff walk in the last of the second. And it'll bring up Anthony Hall, the freshman out of Oregon.
University of Oregon, number 35, Anthony Hall.
So the lefty Natera out of New Mexico State dealing with a leadoff base runner. His first pitch to Hall. Curveball missed outside.
Going back to that breaking ball, we've seen a lot of fastballs. That ball's probably still slippery. Again, the rain has died down, but that's the first breaking ball we've seen this at bat.
Quick throw over to first. Checks on Ware, 1-0 from the stretch. Breaking ball clips the outer edge of the plate. That was another curveball, Owen.
That was a good pitch there. Hall check swung and was able to hold, but again, that just caught the outside of the zone.
1-1. Fastball, another bat goes flying, and this one's fouled off. Same spot as Jimmy Crooks threw it, right into the bleachers next to the Falmouth dugout. The few fans that are still sitting over there, I'd move over maybe like 10 yards to the right.
I think that's a good call. We get another data point for our gloves versus no gloves experiment. Hall wearing gloves, that one slid too, so neither seems to be working right now.
It really doesn't matter when it's this slick out. And Crooks behind the plate is like, I feel you, man. What can you do?
I've been there.
And so he'll try and wipe the bat down and get a better grip as he steps back into the box. A ball and 2 strikes. The lefty Hall, wagging the bat above his shoulder. He's ready to go. Runner on first, nobody out. Scoreless in the bottom of the second. Quick throw over to first again to check on Ware. Natera, another glance at first. 1-2. Got him on the breaking ball. His third strikeout. And there's one away in the bottom of the second. Where the lone base runner at first.
Another excellent pitch there from Natera. Just got him on the outside corner. We've seen that breaking ball. It's about 75 to 77. That slider, pretty effective. Gotten a few strikeouts so far.
Sometimes it can work well. Fastball heavy, and then you work that breaking ball in. First pitch to the sophomore Jonathan French is outside. French out of Clemson. One of the top prospects coming into this season, but had a little bit of a tough year. 248 with 5 homers and 21 RBIs. So not a bad year, but not necessarily up to his standards. And so far on the Cape League season, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. 1-0. High and outside.
That's the second changeup we've seen this at bat. We haven't seen too many of those so far, but he seems to be trying to work them in.
Two-0 pitch. Fastball in for a strike. That one at 90. Not bad for how slick it is out.
Right, a little bit more rain. Some people opening up their umbrellas again. Hoping this shower isn't quite as strong as the first one.
2-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Crooks does a nice job blocking it up. He'll hold Ware at first, but it's been a journey for French. He broke his leg in a scrimmage in February before the 2020 season, had to redshirt coming off that injury. Still had a decent season in 2021. Three-one. Fastball, there's a strike. French started heading down the first base line. They'll send him back. He was a 30th round pick in the 2019 draft, decided to go to Clemson, was a huge recruit coming out of Parkview High School, 56th ranked player in the nation according to Perfect Game. Another throw to first. Ware holding tightly to the bag. One away in the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless. Rain starting to die down. It was pouring in the top half of the inning. And a payoff pitch coming for French. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Second straight strikeout for Natera.
Natera going back to the fastball. We saw that slider get the strikeout for the first out of this inning, but again, going back to that fastball, starting to mix in some good pitches. It's funny how those breaking balls sort of open up the door for the fastball. That his go-to, he starts to go back to that and able to get the strikeout there. Now 2 away.
So Cody Colvin heads to the plate. Senior from Washington State. Batting 9th today after leading off yesterday. It was 0 for 5 with a pair of strikeouts, so gets the bump all the way to the bottom of the lineup. But he's been a 3-year starter for the Cougars. Two away in the bottom of the second. Ware the lone base runner at first. 0-0 game. First pitch, runner goes. Crooks lost it. Tried to pop up and throw, and it popped right out of his hand. So Ware's safely into second.
And that's when you think about the rain. Crooks, we saw, threw out 2 guys attempting to steal it, Katuit. One of his, a really impressive start for him. Had an excellent game there defensively, and that one, again, popped up quickly, got a good jump, just looked like it slipped out of his hand.
Yeah, the wetness does make it tough. I'm sure Crooks is still upset that he lost that baseball, but it is still very slick out there. Ware on second. 0-1 pitch upstairs. So a ball and a strike to Colden. He swung at that first pitch where Ware went to second. 1-1, cut on and missed.
And again, Natera, again, with another solid fastball, like we mentioned, with that, as we could see in a clear example of Crooks, he's not holding the ball every 15 seconds, but that ball's still slick. 2 strikeouts so far, 2 strikes now, an excellent pitching inning so far for Natera.
That fastball moves away from right-handed hitters. Really nice pitch. 1 strike away for Natera to keep it scoreless in the bottom of the second. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Natera strikes out the side and holds a runner in scoring position for Falmouth. 0-0 game. Top of the third coming up in a moment on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is committed to coordinating and delivering the highest quality healthcare services which enhance the health of all Cape Cod residents and visitors. You can expect this level of patient-centered care throughout our entire healthcare system.
Thank goodness for these here. All right, and welcome back to the Gatemen Baseball Network. As it's a rainy one here in Falmouth at Gov Fuller Field. The Gatemen 0-2 so far this season, trying to get on the board as we get to the top half of this third inning. And remaining on the mound for the Commodores is Trey McLaughlin out of Fairfield. And due up for the Gatemen, first for them, out of Penn State, Justin Williams, the third baseman.
And many other wonderful organizations on the Cape.
Right.
Now batting the center fielder from George Washington University, number 14, Cade Fergus.
And Cade Fergus actually going to lead things off for the Gatemen. Out of George Washington, made his Gatemen debut last night in center field.
Yeah, and he was good. I mean, drew 3 walks, bunted his way on. You can't ask for more than that. You get on every time you come to the plate.
And the first pitch is in there for a strike. That's a breaking ball.
Yeah, McLaughlin's been solid so far. The Gatemen were able to get Diodati over to third after he singled in the last inning.
And that one's in the dirt. That was a breaking ball. Not able to get a grip on it was McLaughlin.
But he's done a good job so far. He never panicked with Diodati on base.
Right, he had an excellent season for Fairfield. Fairfield getting their first at-large bid, the first in the history of their conference this year in the College World Series. An excellent season for them. And the 1-1 coming. And that's a fastball swung on and missed by Fergus. So that's going to bring us to 1-2. Still scoreless here. The top half of the third inning in Falmouth.
That hit by Diodati in the second is the lone hit of the ball game. Natera's walked 3, so it's not like it's been smooth sailing for him.
Now the 1-2. And that's a breaking ball. Misses just low. So that's going to even us at 2-2. As Fergus settles back in. McLaughlin, another quick pitcher. Doesn't take much time. And the 2-2 also in there for the dirt. And you wonder at a time like this, you know, he's had 2 this at bat that have gone into the dirt with that breaking ball. You know, in conditions like this, he might go back to that fastball. That might become more frequent. Full count now. Pitch coming. Does go with a fastball. Misses upstairs. So Fergus on for the Gatemen. Still with no outs. And that's going to bring the shortstop out of San Diego, Jeffries.
That is the 4th walk that Fergus has drawn. He's 1 for 1 with 4 walks drawn. And that's as good as 5 base hits. I mean, if you can get on first every time you come up, any coach will take that.
As Fergus takes his lead on first base, Jeffrey settles in the lefty's batter box, righty on lefty now. And that's a fastball. That's in there for strike 1 in the outside corner.
Rain's starting to pick up again, Owen.
Sure is.
We love it.
Very gritty game 3 here this Gatemen season. Players don't seem to have much of a problem with it. Besides the bats flying about every few minutes, the players in the field look calm.
Yeah, we've seen 2 bats go into the bleachers behind the Falmouth dugout on the first base side.
And the 0-1 misses in the dirt. That's a fastball now that misses in the dirt. So that's going to even the count at 1 now. Jeffries spent some time at both shortstop and second base so far this season.
I'll tell you what, we knew there was going to be some rain in the forecast. It's been coming in and out. But I think they would have called the game by now if they really felt like it wouldn't pass through. If they thought the storm system was going to hit Gov Fuller Field at least at full force, they would have called the game at this point.
Right, I think so. I think the mood now is go until we can't, until it's unsafe.
For the fans, it's just go when it starts raining.
Right. McLaughlin took a check on Fergus at first base, make sure he stays where, in McLaughlin's mind, he's supposed to. And the 1-1 coming. As McLaughlin deals. And